Alright, so we are live. Are you able to do me a favor and drop the link for the Twitch?
That I can do, yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
That's a legit Yumi ban.
Oh yeah, it is. Interesting. Very interesting band right there. I gotta grab my phone and put it on charge real quick.
Yep. Alright, here.
It's hard to get like into caster mode when you're like just coming off of work.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat here.
Yep.
Alright. Hopefully now we can focus up.
Alright. Drop the link in self-promotions. We're good.
Uh,
Do you want anywhere else?
I guess it's self promotion. I would think we're not really self promotion, but yeah, I mean add everybody here then, real quick, I guess.
I got that.
Okay. Yeah, usually I drop it in rec league chat for future. It's fine though, as long as people get the link. That's all I care about.
Can I not add everybody?
Can you not? Then I will. I
Yeah,
got it. I'll just repost it. That way, it goes to rec league chat.
Wow. Let's quick ban phase.
Yeah, it's been pretty fast. Are they all done already?
No, they're through the first 5 picks. So, red side's on pick 3. Jin, Jarvan, Vagar. Okay. A lot of zoning, a lot of like engage and support engage.
Oh wait.
Poppy into Jarvan. Okay. Poppy Talia in the Jarvan. There's definitely a lot of zone control. Not necessarily counter engage, but a lot of peel there.
I posted the wrong link. Jeez Louise, Jake, get with the program here.
That's all good.
Alright. Now we have the right link. We are fine.
Hippie does love to play fighters, and War has shown a lot of proficiency on tanks, so I definitely see the like Mundo Gwen ban. Darius. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking a peek now at everything. Finally got a second to look here. So set jellyfish with the Jin, Jarvan, and Vigard start off the draft, while Insane Banana Posse has Talia, Ashe, and Poppy. Poppy obviously picked here as a counter into J4.
Ooh, we got Fiddlesticks ban. Okay.
I'm actually curious about this Talia Vigard matchup. We'll have time to discuss after the draft here, but I don't really.
I thought.
Yeah. I'm sure you have lots of thoughts on it.
Yeah, I play a little bit of both.
Guess we'll have to see what's the R4 gonna be here. Zyra.
Seeing an old throwback of Ashe Zyra bot lane.
It could be. You know.
Zyra jungle.
Yeah. What if it's Poppy top Zyra jungle? You know, that's what I'm looking at right now.
That would be in theme, being Zyra jungle. Into Jarvan.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that something they play.
Yeah, just kind of curious then if it's Zyra jungle, like what support you want to go here. because they are very high damagey. Poppy Top makes it a little more tankier.
Yeah, then we're looking at a Senna Volibear. All right, so honestly, these picks could go different places now. The Poppy could be a flex pick, and it could honestly be a Zyro Jungle just based on this draft set Jellyfish has, because J4 could easily go top or jungle as well as the Volibear here.
So a world where it's Veigar Senna bot lane, Jin mid.
You're pulling out all the stops now.
Bro,
No,
Jin mid is legit. It is legit.
I think we're starting to fall out of this meta where we're, having a lot of 80s mid, which is nice. Personally, I wasn't a fan of it, but
So, alright, that is Poppy jungle. Jin top and the Volibear. That I think it's one of the better matchups in the Volibear since Shin can ignore the Q stun and the W. I think can he ignore the W? I don't think so actually. Um, we good to go?
yep, I'm all ready.
Sweet.
I guess we're gonna find out here where all these picks are gonna go, huh?
I think this is one of our higher rated lobbies.
Why I gotta stream while I'm at work? Look, I'm sorry, Alex. It's not on purpose. This is the game time that was set by these two teams, so we're just gonna cast as set. Um,
We're lucky we pulled this off.
Yeah, honestly, no, but I would like to say, I mean, there's not a lot of people here in the chat, and I'll mention it again. I'm really sorry to all the teams over the weekend that there's just too many teams I didn't get to cast. We had three missed series, and I don't like that. That's certainly not the goal or the precedence I'm trying to set. It was just a really rough weekend for me, and the CLT was out of town, so we didn't have a lot of people. We were only able to get one, and I'm thankful to our prize for that. But here we are, and we're going to try to kick off week 3 here positively. We're going to have our show, Midwest Weekly, drop for you guys today as well to talk about week 2, even though there is only so much we can discuss because we obviously are missing 3 series, but we'll do our best to still cover them with the knowledge that we have. And we'll just go from there. So thank you. I appreciate that, Alex. Thank you for forgiving us.
Well, this one might be a banger. We have a Shen jungle.
Yeah, I missed that in the draft, but yeah, a Shen jungle. Here we go.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun.
We did discuss how this Poppy could easily be going top, and here it is. And we're getting the Shen jungle. Well, you know what? What if they're just not in draft order again? We've had teams do that to us. So let's wait till we see the game load in.
I mean that's a fair point. It's a fair point, but I'm kind of excited. Don't kill the vibe. We want the Shen jungle. Though I still think Shen's probably a better matchup in the Volibear than Poppy. God, this is going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, let's see if these two teams can pull out some victories today for themselves. Only one team can have that. You noted before we started streaming, but currently Sad Jellyfish is undefeated this season, while Insane Banana Posse has their one victory. So they're 1-1 currently. Yeah, I think that it's like a very exciting pick.
Yeah, I don't think anybody predicted this this Shen to go in jungle, but we're all kind of curious to see how this goes. Definitely a lot of map pressure on the side of Insane Banana. Ash ult, Talia roam, Shen ults. So Shen support could have made a little bit of sense too. Double AD carry bot lanes into it. I still think he gets poked out, but I could have seen an argument there too. Yeah, it's not a lot of innate tankiness on Banana Posse's side. So if that jellyfish get ahead, there's a lot of damage coming out from them. Vagar, Jhin, Senna scaling. Like this is gonna be interesting. I have to look.
What are we looking at?
Just seeing if there's if some of these guys are first timing some champions for the split. Shanti's been primarily like I'm seeing some Draven, I'm seeing some Ezreal. Dippy's been mainly on some fighters, so it seems pretty in theme for their team comp. Yeah, Shanti has a couple Ezreal games, has a Draven game in there. It's his first time on Jhin. Dippy playing a lot of fighters. He's got one game on Tank Mundo, but for the most part, seeing some Trundle, seeing a Jace game. So Volibear seems very in theme for him.
I love how people are down to clown.
This is our first game of week 3, actually. And that is a Shen Jungle Halo Blades.
Well, we got the confirmation, guys. Heard it here first. Shen Jungle. Who would have thought it?
First strike on both mid laners. That's interesting. I like the cleanse by Shanti on Jhin. We're gonna have to sync up once we load into the game.
Yes, I will let you know once I am in. I'm still sitting at 0%. I haven't even loaded in yet.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, I'm finally in.
Still need a few seconds for me. Alright, I'm in.
Okay, I'm pausing it at 12 seconds.
Alright. Alright, I am paused at 12.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Alright, now I feel like I can finally focus up. I was uploading some of the games that we did cast and get casted real quick. Just getting them uploaded so they're ready to go before we drop week 2, but this weekly. You know, I'm trying to do things when I have the time. It's been such a busy week, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
5-point stance by both teams. Not much information given.
Yeah, this feels like the standard game 1. I feel like I never see any excitement in game 1. It's just let's chill out, get our bearings straight. Maybe it's the first game of the day for some of these guys, so they don't want to do anything too risky. Anything to note from starting items or summoners or anything you noticed?
Um, Ghost on Talia. It's a little unique, but I can see it. I still think her roams are plenty fast enough. She doesn't need Ghost. Longsword by Ashe, no D-Blade. So won't have as much innate healing. Probably will get poked out based on that decision. I would think. Um,
You know,
Tier start by Talia. So definitely playing more like tankier.
this is a different 80 carry, isn't it? As well.
I had to tab out and check. A lot of heavy trading level 1.
Yeah, Mercurity's really low there. But yeah, I believe this Ash is different. I could be wrong, but some of these names don't look the same. We played them our first week, and I don't recognize them. Meanwhile, though, Flame Dog is looking for a gank up here on top
Ooh,
of Dippy.
gank.
Nice CC gonna go on top of Dippy, but Dippy's gonna be able to flash away. Does Initiate have anything? No, Initiate's gonna go down with his blood!
Oh, nice turnaround.
Oh.
Very nice turnaround from the volley bear. Get that first blood.
Initiate's holding flash for next game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Something else I wanted to know was no barriers in the bot lane. Did barrier get nerfed or something? I don't know about it, or what's going on there?
Good question. I'm not a big bot lane enthusiast. I'd be curious to look in more into that.
I know Ashe likes Ghost. I mean, I know that, and a lot of Ashe players still do take Ghost. But just seeing both Jhin and Ashe not have it's just kind of crazy to me. Not even Senna have it.
Veigar looking at this, not Veigar, Jarvan looking at this gank potentially.
Yeah, they're kind of pushed up. This is very very scary for them. And they have no vision, so they're not where he's there. Oh, but they do ping him out.
Yeah. This mid matchup's going about the way I thought it would. I mean, Talia does get early push, but she really can't stop Veigar from stacking. So
Against Veigar, is that the goal? Every time you play against a champ, is just kind of treat it like Nasus. Don't let it stack. Don't let him stack Q.
if you pick something aggressive, then yeah, you're trying to play not to pick or not to let him just stack for free. You want to make it hard. It's similar to that into like an Acel as well. Like you want to be able to contest every single wave.
Meanwhile, we're seeing Flame Dog reset here. They're gonna spot out the J4, so there should be no issue. And Dippy is just putting a lot of damage into this Poppy.
Wouldn't surprise me if we see a Bramble Vest coming out by Poppy on one of these first backs.
Certainly be a bit helpful here.
Yeah. And Shanti and Marcuti are way ahead in farm here.
Flame Dog's back up here to punish the flashless Volibear here. Really nice E going down on War Initiate. Will they be able to pick up the kill? He backed away. He's got flash,
Yeah.
and he will end up getting the kill. It's kind of back-to-back ganks where I kind of feel like the Poppy played it a little weird, in my opinion.
I think she was still scared at the turnaround and dying, based off of like how the first gank went. So didn't want to take too much damage from Volibear and potentially die.
Which is fair, but it's just like, you know, you use your buckler on a minion there, and you basically get no uses out of the shield or the damage, and you're forcing your Shen to flash there, which I think it could have been a a free kill if played correctly. I feel.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it worked out, and the Shen is now pretty strong early on here.
Yeah. Yeah. The what's that? The Bomby Cinder will help definitely escalate him in tempo compared to this Jarvan. I think now that Jarvan has gotten grubs and both of them are going to be hitting level 6 here soon, Shen can turn around Jarvan ganks with the ult. So I'll be curious to see if that's kind of how the Shen jungle performs.
Meanwhile, we're watching Ghost walking down here for what looks like a gank. He does have Weaver's Wall. They're going to spot him on the ward. They should be able to force the Jhin here to flash. Yes, and Shanti will flash away. Oh no! Ghost in a really bad spot, but he's got the flash away. One Marauder will do it, and Marcuti flashes in, but Shanti is going down. Next up on the chopping block should be Marcuti. Nice taunt on the Marcuti, and he will be taken down, but Flamethrower will go down as well as a trade kill is given over.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. They almost turned around and killed Talia off that roam. Talia definitely went like super deep in that first ult.
Oh, now Initiate's got to be very careful. Oh, he does cancel the ability, but and what did you turn it around? Wow!
That was well played, and of course you gotta throw the
and Salt is forced to flash away here. This should be another kill going on the side of Insane Banana Posse, and it will be! Strong early performance coming out of here from Insane Banana Posse over the current champs in the Sweat League.
Boy, that was a good 30 seconds for them.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say, I'd argue a good minute, almost a half, when you consider the bot play as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Ashe in the bot lane is now evened up on the CS with a wave at the turret.
And 2 kills. I was checking to see who got the kill on Shen. It was the Senna, so no gold going out of this Jhin from that play at all. I was about to say, I expect them to turn into this Drake, and they will. There is certainly a contest here if they want, as Salt is on the map, and there is no ult on Ghost. But there will be no contest taken, and there will be a Chemtech Drake going over.
Yep. See, we've already got a Seraph's Embrace completed by Talia. It's pretty massive.
What did Poppy come back with? Spectre's Cowl. So she's going to be much harder for this Volibear to kind of beat up on.
Yeah, I still think Poppy doesn't want to extend trades just because of the lack of the anti-healing, but she can definitely start to stand her own. With him going Catalyst and not Blasting Wand, she's definitely pretty tanky to trade into right now. How many stacks we got of Vega right now? 72, that's not terrible.
Kind of from watching these plays top lane, it feels like both top laners are like just got off work like we did, because they both made some very interesting plays on ganks that were trying to be set up by their junglers. Because going back to that play that Initiate just made to live that gank and dive, Dippy didn't just ult right away. If he ults that turret right away, there's no way that they don't not only get the kill, but Dippy lives.
Yeah, I think they were super like hesitant with the Poppy W, and they were trying to wait that out.
Meanwhile, Initiate is the best play. Really nice ult to send the J4 back to the moon.
Oh. War Initiate is playing these ganks just super well right now.
Meanwhile, there's some fighting going on here in the river. It looks like Talia got her ult canceled by J4. She's not in a great spot. Dippy does have his ult back up here, but Shen has arrived as well. I think they're just going to give the kill over. Nice Senna R coming out.
Big Senna R, yeah.
War Initiate will go down. Will they be able to pick up any kills? Dippy will go down. Wait. No, Dippy's going to live?
Maybe.
He will.
Shen Taunt's coming back up here soon.
Wow. And in the end, Shen's the one taken down here. Oh no! There's a TP display is extended. Warnish has come back to defend his jungler. And he should get the kill. He will. So in the extended trade is a 2 for 2.
Yep. Boy, a lot of trading, a lot of action up there.
If you're referring to the Volibear dive, yeah, he was probably trying to chain Q and R, which I get, but he could just start with R and then get the Q off. And then he doesn't have to worry about the ground.
Yeah. I can't remember if Jarvan was level 6. They actually both could have started off with R's and not been grounded.
Oh, really nice stun on a Ghost, and Ghost can bring him out real low already.
Yeah.
Since returning back to lane here.
Shen R's almost off cooldown. Oh, about halfway. So still got a little bit of a window. Jarvan ults back up.
Yeah, we do see some item completions here.
Yep. Gunblade by Veigar. Roa got completed. Touch late on Volibear, but still, early enough to matter. Echoes completed for Senna.
And that's a redemption on this Shen as well.
Yep.
Just noticed.
Shen shields are going to be big. I've heard of this tech, but I've never actually seen it in action. So with redemption, this Shen is going to be affect the map really heavily. Still no grievous wounds on Poppy. See if they prioritize that.
They're turning on Marquita. They're going to force Marquita to flash. He will be double CC'd. Was that overlayering of CC? No, Marquita will go down, but now Ace is going to have to run away. One more shot should do it, and the Shadow's going to come out. Keep Shanti in a bad spot, and they're going to take him down. Well, it looks like the Shen pick has been pretty proactive here.
Yeah. Yeah, Shen's definitely making its impact on the map. Redemption coming back up, which means they can definitely do this dragon fairly easily.
Yeah, he's got about 50% KP already in this early game.
Yep.
Haku's considering a steal attempt. Oh, he's going to EQ in there, and he's forced to flash away. Oh, no. You hate to see it. Dippy's going to force Initiate to flash away.
I will say with this Shen going a more supportive build, you've got a bigger opportunity of getting burst down by Veigar. 116 stacks on this Veigar. 253 AP already. Definitely, you're going to feel it.
And look at it, there's no significant leads. As I say that, let me hold off on this. We are seeing a gank topside from Ghost, and Ghost will pick up a free kill onto Dippy. Oh, and then J4 is going to go in. Haku's on top of this Zyra, who's going to go down. But there's no objectives on this side of the map, so it's not going to be much more than a kill.
It gives Veigar some time with his mid turret. Potentially setting up a dive here on Crackler.
Yeah, he's not in a good spot. They do still have J4 ult. So he should go down, and he will. That's 500 gold going over to this J4. Meanwhile, there's a flash here mid, and they're going to take down Salt for that play.
Both top laners responding to action on the map with TPs.
And through all that, Veigar was able to pick up a mid lane turret. He had a lot of time on it and was able to take it down.
Yep.
So we still see, though, the gold is still pretty even. It's only about 0.2k, 0.3k difference, so. Basically dead even at this point. And that's what I was going to point out. I was looking at kind of the gold across the board and the CS across the board. And really, the only spots that's any bit of a major difference is the mid lane for side of Insane Banana Posse and the top lane for... Well, actually, no, I take that back. Jungle is about 500 gold on the side of Insane Banana Posse as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's only about 500 gold differences between these laners, though.
This Poppy double dipping into MR, being against 2 AP solo laners, could be pretty big too. But she can't really stop Veigar from really farming. So.
As this game progresses, the Veigar is just going to be able to, as I said, a nice flash taunt on Ashanti, he will just be taken down. Sometimes you can't even complete your thought.
Yeah.
But I was saying, Insane Banana Posse, you got to consider, you know, the scaling of the side of said Jellyfish. It's a very scale-heavy comp, as you say. No one's going to really stop Salt from farming, so he is going to be able to get his gold, his items, as well as his AP off his Q. And that's another turret for him. It's 2 this game. A lot of gold being funneled into him.
Yep.
Even though he is 1 and 3.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
141 stacks on Veigar. Still on decent pace. You normally want about 8 to 10 a minute, give or take the matchup. Second item coming in for Talia. That Leandry's is going to be pretty big. And we see what this Volley Bear wants to do on the map now with a Hull Breaker.
Yeah, he wants to split the comp up. If you can get the Poppy to match you, it allows this J4 to find, you know, more opportunities for good engages.
And because of the supportive build on the Shin, he's already at 2 items as well, going with Locket second. He's going to have a lot of shielding power.
Yeah, I agree with you, but it appears that he didn't go that route. So he's still pretty burstable at the moment. But with all that being said, we're setting up this Drake. Nice taunt going on to Haku. Haku's going to be down really quickly. Oh, and never really nice engaged by Initiate on top of Cutie and Dippy. And here comes Ghost to wall him off. Oh, Ghost with a massive CC there. Going to land on a 2. Dippy is trying to turn the fight. Nice lack of going down on the ace, but he will not survive. The Redemption's going to come out, but Dippy should be next on the chopping block. He will be. And then meanwhile, Initiate was getting a kill on Veigar. That's going to be an ace for the side of Insane Banana Posse.
This Talia is popping off. That is an insane EW combo on both bot laners.
That was massive. Really just a nice setup overall by just pretty much everyone on the team doing their job there. And it all starts with that pick on a Haku. Getting absolutely blown up in that fight. No chance to survive.
Yeah, Haku on this Jarvan hasn't gotten tanky enough to, you know, be able to frontline.
Though we are going to have ourselves a 50-50 here. Smite, we are seeing a TP. He's going to ult on there. What's this? An overzealous play trying to get 2 for 1 here. It looks like it's going to be. That's going to be a kill going over onto the Shen, as well as a kill going over for the Jhin out of the Zyra.
Yep.
And the Drake as well. That was a mistake by the side of Insane Banana Posse, trying to bite off more than they can chew.
They might have given up Baron with this too. You have a double AD carry plus Veigar, like you're gonna burn this pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's an absolute throw there by Insane Banana Posse right there.
Yep.
Initiate does have his ult here, so there is potential for them to turn this fight. Haku is gonna go in. Shen's gonna ult in. Could this be a Baron though? Oh, and a massive 3-man top! Play! Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a combo! Shen taunt on the 3 into Talia Rocks.
And Talia's got a quadra kill! Will this be the first one? It will be a penta kill for Ghost! Unbelievable!
Boy.
CLT, what is going on?
This is a back and forth game. I think they seen the jungler being Shen was down so they could do the Baron, but then they just underestimated Shen ult. Like getting just a surprise in tempo back into the fight. And then it was a very coordinated combo between Talia and Shen. 3-man taunt and the Talia WE that just one-shot all the squishies.
I think my question here at this moment, is that the actual first pentakill of the season? To my knowledge, it is. I need to check some stats, but...
I believe it is. We'll go back and check that, but it's definitely the first one we've casted this split.
Wow, what a nice play by Ghost. You know, I didn't even notice at first it was a triple kill, and just really nice Shenton as well. I mean, that fight was just amazing to watch. I've got no words.
This Shen's getting banned. This is way too impactful on such a low-income jungler. Like, look at this. He's already 2.5, almost 3 items, and this J4 is at an item and a half.
The Shen's getting bad. I mean, honestly, this Talia's getting banned too, man. Oh, my goodness.
The Talia's been popping off, but I think there's just been so much tempo, so much...
oh, really, really nice ult there by War Initiate, who does look like he could be in a bad spot.
He's still pretty tanky. And Shen ult's back up, by the way. Shen ult is back up.
Meanwhile, though, Talia's just killing his Vigar once again. Looks like they're... Oh, and a big shield coming out. Will it be enough? Shen's coming in. Will not land the taunt onto anyone, though. Flame Dog should be able to walk away, and he does. But
Shen is deceivingly tanky.
But meanwhile, Talia's just splitting bot lane, and now you see Asher's grouping up with her, so they should be able to crack tier 2 here for free.
Jen opening up.
Nice Asher arrow is going to come down.
He gets half health from the rocks just by taking the blast cone. This Talia is massive right now.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So apparently, some lore about Insane Banana Posse. Apparently, this Shen and Talia are brothers in real life.
Doesn't surprise me looking at the way they've coordinated a lot of these taunt into Talia combos.
Were you able to find out if, because I can't remember again, was Ghost and Ace their 80 carry in mid previously?
Run that by me one more time. Let me tab out.
For the Insane Banana Posse, if Ghost and Ace were originally their 80 carry mid.
Let me see.
Because I just don't recognize the names. I could be wrong. You know, they're a new team in the league, so you know, you know, not everything's gonna stick out initially. Take some time.
Looks like last week's games they were, yeah, and actually Ghost played Talia last week and popped off on it.
They also got a victory too, right? They beat Denver Nuggets, I believe.
You pull up week 2 one more time for you. That is correct. Look at that memory. Yep, 2-0 Denver Nuggets. Then they lost week 1 against Small Brain. And
oh, we got a TP here.
they had a sub mid laner week 1.
Okay.
Anna did.
That's right. Now that makes more sense. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Now it all makes sense. Now all you missed, we did have a TP in here from Initiate trying to catch a flank here, and they were able to burn Shanti's flash. But they're going to turn on a Drake this time, and this time they're together as a team. They're making sure they get this Drake. It could have been Soul for them. This will be Soul point.
I mean, this is good tempo from Sad Jellyfish. They have the grubs.
You know, it's some good gold right there to kind of claim some gold back, as we are seeing a pretty, still substantial gold lead, about 6K for the side of Insane Banana Posse.
Starting to question this Hull Breaker, because Volibear's done nothing but groups since then. I know there's been a lot of fighting, and he's TP'd to some fights, but he hasn't been really able to utilize this Hull Breaker, I think, as much as he wants to.
No, and Definitely has not.
We got 4 items on Talia now, including Death Cap. Nice counter with the tempo on bot lane taking mid turret here for Insane Banana. Still no grievous wounds on this Poppy, so I think if there's a chance that this Volibear tries to isolate her in a side lane, he still has some power into that.
And I mean, look at this top laner. Look at this jungler right now. I want to point this out. The trust they have in their laners, their AD carry, or their carriers to say, their AD carry and mid laner to carry the game is immense. You see a Knight's Vow on this Poppy. We see Moonstone, Locket, and Redemption on this Shen. Like, they are playing for their carries to win this game by just being the initiators and the players to set things up. So you really love to see it, that a team can trust each other that much.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how these team fights go. Like I said, I still feel like, to some degree, they're on a timer with this Veigar. I mean, he's almost got 700 AP. I know he's falling behind the tempo a little bit because there's been a lot of fighting. But just, at some point in time, this Veigar's going to be able to punch through Shen. And he's already starting his pen item now, so that'll help him punch through Poppy a little bit more. But just this Shen is just everywhere.
Astro coming out. Gonna find this Senna, and Marcuti looks to be in a really good spot. Is able to flash away, but a nice flash in there from Initiate to drop a humongous R. Marcuti should go down. That will be a kill. Going over to Initiate. Next up on the chopper block is Haku, who will be taken down by Ghost.
A little bit of anti-synergy there between the Poppy and Talia, but they got it worked out. Still got the kill.
Yep. Oh my goodness! And here is Ghost just getting another kill, completely deleting this Veigar. And Shanti, you're not long for this world, my friend. That should be enough damage, and it will be. Dippy is doing what he can. He's trying to split push, but unfortunately, I think his base is gonna go down.
Hey, Dippy, you got a base to look out for, my dude.
I think he knows it's over.
Yeah, Shen's not gonna let him TP. And then look at this, Shen just joins the push.
Yes, he's gonna be in here with the picture. Nice and R does hit 5. That's pretty nice, but unfortunately it will not be enough, as Insane Banana Posse will pick up game 1 over Sad Jellyfish, and this might be their first game dropped of the split so far. Sad Jellyfish, that is. Like entire game.
That was a treat to watch.
That was a dominating performance there at the back half of that game. Around the 14th, 15th minute mark, it was still pretty tight, pretty close. Yes, there was a kill lead on the side of Insane Banana Posse, but then all of a sudden we see one really nice play, we get an ace, then we're thinking, okay, so they're just going to get Drake 3, they're going to take advantage of this opportunity, but then they make a misstep, and then we're thinking the same thing, okay, now the game might turn with this Baron play, but the thing was, I think the issue was they made the same misstep that the Insane Banana Posse did and tried to bite off more than they could chew in that time frame, and then they end up getting punished for it as well. And you see that amazing pentakill coming out of Ghost there. It was an unbelievable game. It ends pretty quickly once Insane Banana Posse kind of took over there, but it was a very exciting game.
That was a treat to watch. I was kind of curious on the Shen tech, and it
it paid dividends.
Yeah, it did. It was everywhere on the map between Redemption, ults. I know had Moonstone third item for even bigger shields. And you were correct. This is Sad Jellyfish's first loss this split so far.
Well, that's insane, man. I mean, I understand, like, at the same point, it's only been 2 weeks, but you got to think they, with the exception of, I think, finals last split, they really didn't lose a game in the playoffs. They went to 5 in finals, but they've just been on a tear here. So to see a team come in and really dominate them, it's pretty fascinating to watch. I'd like to see what the changes are here. Going to be game 2, as we do see specifically here. Looks like we're taking the same side. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. No, we're not. They were on red side last game. Never mind. So we are switching sides. So we're getting counter pick here for Sad Jellyfish. We've seen a lot of blue side win in week 1. I remember. I don't know the stats on week 2 here with that, but I'm curious if it's going to start to flip a bit as teams kind of start to adapt to the league. But it feels like usually if there's a power draft meta where like there's a specific pick that you just need or can secure early, it guarantees you like a good chance to win. That blue side is very strong. In a counter meta, which I feel like we're maybe starting to turn into, you'll see red side win more. But personally, I think blue side feels better to play off of. I don't know. What would your opinion of that CLT?
Um, Depends on where the power in your team comp lies. I think if you're a team like Sad Jellyfish who plays a lot for top lane, and I know Dippy likes to play a lot of fightery champs, you definitely want to set him up on counter picks. Um, to where maybe Insane Banana doesn't mind trading some of the power picks for comfort. Like if they can slam this Talia early, uh, Ghost Tigers definitely looks so proficient at it that I don't think he really minds whatever he plays it into. I mean his first game on Talia in week 2, he went 12-5 on it with 35% of his team's damage, and now he just went 14-1. So I think you mentioned it earlier that potentially banning this Talia, maybe trying to get Ghost Tiger onto something a little more out of his comfort zone. I don't know what how wide his champion pool is, but his Talia looks very scary, especially if he can get coordinated with Flame Dog.
I agree. Let me see. Okay, we are ready.
Let's see what adaptations we make in the draft here. See what they want to do on the side of Sad Jellyfish for that mid pick. Because even though they kind of put Insane Banana on a timer with the Veigar pick and Senna, I think it was just a little too much scaling, at least for as fast pace as Insane Banana wanted to keep this game. I was actually shocked at how fast they kept this game going with Jen. Just the type of how often he got that rank 2 ult up. Felt like any time someone wanted to do something on the map, this Shen was right there in the back pocket.
Yeah, I know. It's just like we talked about, it's super impactful and did exactly what you'd want from that pick there. We're seeing, I think, similar bans so far. I know Vlad was something Salt's always been very good at, so I'm not surprised in banning that again, as well as the. Yep, we're seeing the same bans. Yep, Dippy's Mundo here is being taken off the board. We have Seraphine Rek'Sai, which is exactly what they banned last time, though they did ban the Yumi. I'm really curious why they're leaving some of these picks open. Maybe they don't think they'll draft Shen again, for example. Um, but you always hate to see what we like to call the salty run back, and it's at least not the full salty run back. Okay, here's the Shen ban.
There's the Shen ban, yep.
Yeah.
And then that leaves open Talia. Said Ghost is so proficient, so comfortable, and he's riding such a high on it that he doesn't care about counterpick. Interesting pickup. Victor, similar to Veigar, kind of put the mid on a timer. Know how he affects the game, but he's definitely a lot more of a stand your ground laner. Definitely has a lot more tools to trade into.
So we got Victor, Caitlyn.
Yep, that's Shanti on Caitlyn. I know he's definitely been playing very well. He's had a lot of kills, a lot of stats. I think he's third in kills coming into this week. So him on a proactive AD carry instead of something like Jin, Ezreal. Be curious to see what they pair this Caitlyn with and see if they can get some early turret golds on Shanti. Ezreal, nice safe defensive laner. Yumi is open. Ooh. That would be a little different. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think Kane would have been a little too weak of an early game with Ezreal Talia. Viego definitely pumps that tempo back up. We'll see who gets focused here in the round 2 of bans. If that is a Thresh pickup, then they could definitely ban some supports on the side of Sad Jellyfish. Limit the response. And for Insane Banana, you could definitely ban out some junglers. Okay. They definitely didn't want to see that Poppy again. War played that Poppy super well when it came to those ganks. Ban away a few more fighters from Dippy. And a Malphite ban. Okay. Banning away a few more of War's tanks. I would expect Sad Jellyfish to go jungle here on 4 and leave a top lane counter pick. So let's see what kind of answer they have. I think with Talia showing, you don't want to go Jarvan or anything like that. Could just be a standard CC bot, Sejuani. Got a relatively low range comp, especially knowing Dippy likes to play fighters, so Brand could be in play here. But that's double AP on top side. Be easy to itemize into. Lilia. Lilia would be an AP jungler that's hard to itemize into.
Gross.
You don't like the Lilia?
No, I'm just gonna let you take over draft right now. I was chilling. I was listening to you, and I was like, as soon as that came up, yeah, I had to chime in now. That's a gross pick. Just delete it from the game.
Yeah. Yeah, Lilia's annoying.
You know, looking at this draft so far, though, I want to say, I just something tells me this might go game 3. Just because, one, I don't think Sad Jellyfish is gonna go out without a fight, right? I don't think they're gonna get 2-0'd here. But 2, I just think that it's a W in the draft for Sad Jellyfish as of now, but that Nautilus pick and Morgana
That's
pick got me intrigued.
That is a Nautilus top. Okay.
It should be a Nautilus top, but hey, it could be a Morgana top. I mean, at this point, I don't even know, man.
No.
They can do whatever they want. Well, Nautilus is good into Thresh as well here. Both of these picks are actually good into Thresh. So it's actually.
I think it is Nautilus top. I think Wars played it once.
Yeah.
No, wait, is this a Maokai top now?
War says 600k not. Yeah. Okay. So it's not. Man, you gotta stop telling us all the secrets before the game starts, so we just get surprised on screen. No, it's cool. Thank you for the info. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Nautilus top versus Maokai. Was that on anybody's bingo card today?
I don't think so. Wasn't on mine.
Nope, wasn't on mine either. I mean, it makes sense. War loves playing tanks. Nautilus is just a big CC bot style tank. But this Maokai top will be interesting. Actually, Nautilus likes to spam the depth. I think it's depth charge, Riptide. So Maokai's passive gets fairly refreshed quickly.
We got a song coming on. Take me down to the ring. No, I'm just kidding.
This is I think you might be right. I hope this goes to game 3. Let's look at it that way. We've already seen Shen jungle. Now we got Maokai Nautilus top. Last week, or what was it? No, I'm sorry. Week 1, we seen a Belveth mid. Like, I'm down with all of this.
Yeah. Is is Initiate a fan of Lorlo? Has he been watching Lorlo his whole career?
That's a good question.
Pulling out Poppy and Nautilus, just some Lorlo champs from a bit ago. Is he playing Italy too? All my sins, does he play Nid? Like I wouldn't be surprised at this point if he did.
I thought there for a second, looking back at the draft as you were talking, I'm like, what's the odds that this is a Lilia top Maokai jungle? Like, that would have been something.
It'd been interesting. I
Wars
still,
played-
I still think it's crazy they gave this guy Talia for free though. I don't know. I don't like that.
I do too. I think Victor's going to be a better tempo answer in the Talia, but it's, man, he's 2-0 on Talia. He's like 25-6 on the pick between the two performances. Like, Ghost Tiger is comfortable. He's vibing after last game. This is it's not gonna be pretty if he pops off again. If Ghost Tiger pops off on this Talia, it might just be a perma-ban the rest of the split.
Yeah, it reminds me of the time I joined this league and I played Gragas a couple times and then I never saw that pick again. You just can't.
I mean, they never let me play Anivia.
Oh, there it is. See, so you know, if you just can't perform highly on any champion, otherwise you just won't see it, and especially if it's something you're good at.
Yeah. I think in the rec league, I think in like 20 games, I got Anivia like 4 times. It was
Yeah.
4-0.
Honestly, if you think your team can make playoffs, I would argue this. Like, you think you have a good chance at playoffs without you playing like your main champions, I would dive into something deeper in the pool and just like hold off on those bigger champs until playoffs, so you can pull them out in more key moments. Because once a team catches on and they're like, no, we're not giving this guy this pick unless they have some strong counter or someone feels really comfortable playing into it, you're just never gonna get it, and that can really hurt you down the line.
I think
So.
I think it's somewhat like, just speaking to mid specifically, it depends on the pick. Like, the only reason I felt like I could literally blind pick and slam Anivia is the counters to Anivia. There's not too many people that play it, like poke mages, zig, stuff like that. If I run into a player that I see plays that, I'm not slamming it. But it still forces teams to either come up with a strategy or like value ban it, which at that point you already feel like you won if they're just banning your champion like that. I don't know. There's a couple different ways you could look at it, but
This
I
guy,
think
he confirmed in the chat, by the way, that apparently War has played this longer than Lorlo, this Nautilus top. So I guess War taught Lorlo how to do this.
I mean, I'm here for it. Let's go. Wars. He has played tanks. I know he's got a couple games on Orin. Now he's got the Poppy, and now the Nautilus. He might have played Nautilus once already. I gotta go back and look at that. But I'm here for it. If I play top, I'm playing tanks as well. So I love this already. Yeah, week 1, 2 games of Orin. He's got an Urgot game. I know somebody hinted at that in the chat. And yeah, he played Nautilus the last week as well. Nautilus top. So.
Well, this is going to be a very important game here because it's going to have a high impact on Group A right here. Because Sad Jellyfish is kind of sitting on their throne right now. I don't know if they're the only undefeated team in Group A, but what I do know is, the other teams in Group A that are returning have not had the best of luck against them. So seeing them drop a game here or a series could be just big for them, knowing that maybe they could take them on, as well as just the fact that could shake up Group A very, very fast because it gets tight so quick. When you lose a game, all of a sudden you're like, now we're back in the thick of things and back fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, to note, if Insane Banana pulls this off, this will tie their record with Sad Jellyfish. And then with Small Brains and Scorch both being undefeated, yet to play their week 3 matchups, this definitely puts Insane Banana at least back in that second place running. But we'll also see what Sad Jellyfish can do with some adversity.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can tell you I've seen them with adversity. They can certainly pull this one off.
Oh yeah, the defending champs for a reason.
Yeah, 100%. So, and this is going to be just as much of a test for them as it is going to be for Insane Banana Posse. I always feel like, you're a new team on the block. You don't, nobody really knows you, so you kind of have more to prove than anybody. So you come in here and you knock off the defending champions here in week 3. That's a statement right there.
Yep, that's for sure. And
I'm in game. Are you in game?
I am, yes.
I'm at 9, 10, 11. Are we at the same spot?
12, 13, 14. I think we're.
Yeah, we're relatively the same. We're like maybe off by a second, but it's fine.
Yep. No, this is Dippy's second game on like what I would consider a tank. So this would be interesting to see how he switches up the playstyle. Looks like we've got a potential invade.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Here we get into game 2. Now teams want to do something spicy. I love it, by the way. I'm a huge fan. You see, sad jellyfish. They're kind of playing passive. They don't want to risk anything here, especially being down 0-1. Sometimes that's when you want to risk it. Obviously, giving hindsight, maybe it's not.
I mean, they're up 1-0. Why not? But
Now they have the CCM and they have Morgana Nautilus, so one bind, that's pretty much a dead target.
notice that in this matchup, Ghost Tiger brought Arcane Comment. Doesn't feel like there's value in First Strike because of Victor Laser. So that's an interesting adaptation. Didn't go tier either. Doesn't feel like there's enough aggressiveness coming from the side of Jellyfish to
And
warrant
to answer your question, I don't think they have to walk into them. They actually have a lot of range here. Like Lilia with her what's that? Her E, I believe. That's a very long range ability. Can certainly do some good, nice poke damage, and set up nice sleeps for herself if she gets multiple targets. And Caitlyn, I mean, she's got the longest range in the game, so she'll have no problem outranging this Talia and this Ezreal. On top of the fact that Dippy just rolls the R. So I actually don't think that's a problem for them. I'd actually argue here it's not as bad as it looks for them as far as a team fight. I think the biggest issue is just going to be getting through this Nautilus.
Yeah. Note that they know that they started bot side with Viego. Morgana tanked a hit from the camp, so they already knew that happened. Plus, they've seen Viego on Raptors, so they know Viego's coming top side. Nautilus already pushing in this Maokai.
Yeah, I kind of expected that early, too. He started W, and there's not much that Maokai can do against that.
Yeah.
He's going to try to trade a little bit, but you see it goes more in the favor of Nishi. The only problem is the mana here. The Nautilus is already very low on mana here early on.
Yep. I think Maokai in just a straight up lane can whittle this
Here's a
Nautilus.
roam by Marcuti. He's going to land a really nice death sentence into a beautiful flay. It won't be able to get Ghost.
I actually think that might have stunned if he didn't flay him out of the Victor Gravity field.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. He does force Ghost to flash early, and that's kind of the advantage Salt needs here in this lane.
Yep. Putting pressure on Ghost. Like I said, he's feeling really comfortable in this Talia pick, so kind of making him burn flash early. Definitely put him a little bit behind mentally.
And here's a gank coming in from Marcuti. Nice flay onto the Morgana, but unfortunately, wasn't enough AP damage there to crack the shield. It was almost well executed. They had a plan there.
Yep. Crackler this time starting with a with longsword 3 pot.
Again, actually? Didn't do that last game on the Ash, too?
He did. Yes, he did. Now that I think about it. He's just not a fan of D-Blade after the nerfs. Here by Nautilus, so he's definitely okay with this laning phase being a little passive.
There is a slight level advantage top though. Dippy is level 5 to Initiate's 4.
Yeah, Dippy has yet to back, but I think that'll even up relatively soon.
That's a lot of damage. Now Haku is coming in here for a gank. He should get spotted out, and he will. So they're not going to commit. Dippy just wants to pick up his wave. You know, I really need to learn my ability names. It's something I'm going to start trying to do. But it's so funny in this game. I know the literal name of all the Hook Champion stuff. Of course I do. Being a Hook Champion player. You asked me to name Talia's abilities, though. I have no idea. Except for R. Isn't R Weaver's Wall?
R is Weaver's Wall. W is Seismic Shove. I don't know the lane.
Meanwhile, there is a gank coming in here. And Nautilus didn't have 6 yet, so he's going to be punished and taken down for first blood. Giving over to this Lilia.
That's a nice call. Hey, you noted earlier there was a small experience lead by Dippy on the Maokai.
Yeah, they paid dividends here.
Yeah.
And if there's one champion you do not want to accelerate in a game, it's Lilia.
Yeah.
We are seeing Insane Banana Posse ping onto this Drake. Looks like they want to try to take this early, but we do see Lilia coming down as well. So it looks like we're probably going to get a 4v4 down here at the Drake.
Yeah, this is interesting because the team with 2 tiers stacking gets tempo for this draft.
Nice hook. Marcuti gonna take the flare. That puts him in a really bad spot though. He should go down to Flame Dog. Nice Weaver's Wall, but in the end, Morgana to be taken down. This fight is turning quickly to the side of Sad Jellyfish. They're gonna be able to pick up 2 there. That would be Tilly and the Morgana going down.
Yeah, I felt like trying to start that dragon early, knowing you have 2 tier champions. You have no TP from top side. Neither jungler's on level 6, which I feel like Viego has a little more impactful level 6 early. Like it was risky to start that dragon.
Yeah, now they've got basically no sums on the side of Sad Jellyfish. Here comes Marcuti looking for a play. Does miss the hook, and almost I think Ace should have stayed in there. I think he would have been okay. Now Initiates force the flash. Assault rooms up. There's just so much action on the map here.
Yeah. Kill and an assist on this Victor will accelerate him quite a bit. See if they can turn now this tempo into plates. Looks like bot lane wants to back here.
And I don't know what the 3v3 is gonna look like here. There's a lot of CC, but they are behind in every role currently on this top side of the map for Insane Banana Posse.
Yes, Swifty's on Thresh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's Marcuti's playstyle. And you see actually a full team roam here as Sean T and Marcuti are going to the Grubs. This looks like a play by Small Brain No Mechanics. Just full committing everybody to go. Taking advantage of a window.
Yeah, I think giving Caitlyn these 3 grubs while Ezreal has it frozen bot's a great call. Let's just see where they take this tempo next. Victor's looks like he's heavily pushing it in, so they might be able to sneak a plate mid.
So they're gonna look here onto Salt, but Salt does have flash, so won't mean anything. And they are gonna just miss it. And now Ghost is gonna go down. This might be a kill. Ghost flash away, but he will be taken down by Salt. Oh, really nice cancel by Flame Dog, but unfortunately Morgana will suffer the consequences. And now Sad Jellyfish is coming out and just laying down the smackdown after game 1 here.
Yeah. This Morgana pick just looks interesting. I don't know if this is just something they wanted to try.
Oh, now Dippy's going in. That's a really nice route. Does force a cleanse on the Ace, but I don't think he can get away here. He does not have flash. He has nothing, and Dippy's just gonna get himself a solo kill under this Ezreal.
ADC in 2024.
See, all my sands, you talked about it, my friend. How do they do it? And this is how they do it. This is how they find their way in.
Yep.
The biggest thing I'm from this game so far is Mark Cutie's ability to just be more present on the map. It's one of his strong suits. He's a very, very, very impactful support with his roams. And that early roam there onto Ghost, you just felt like the energy already from Insane Banana Posse changed that moment on that play.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. He's been affecting the map definitely a lot more than what I feel like this Morgana pick can create. Definitely the first buy Swifties is coming in big here as well.
I'm sure they are, Theo. I'm gonna trust your judgment on this because I have no clue, man.
I believe he is correct. Yeah, Q is threaded volley, unraveled earth will be the mines.
You passed the quiz, man. You win nothing except pride, but good job.
Yeah. If my mic would pick it up, I'd give him a nice little soft golf clap there, but
Yeah, I'm just memeing. That's really, really good. Nah, I don't know if you looked it up online, but and you're just memeing us with the question mark. Warren Nish is going to turn here on Assault, but I don't think he wants to do that as he's now in a bad spot. Flame Dog's going to come in. They're going to try to turn on a Dippy, but there's no more CC. He's just going to W out. And that's
nice
the end of that play.
Dippy definitely looking like he's comfortable in his tank play style as well.
The man is very versatile. You don't really beat Dippy by banning him out. You beat Dippy by either just being the better top laner or just playing around him and beating his team. That's what I've come to know about this guy. He knows how to take over a game in more ways than one.
Yeah, these Maokai ults could be very impactful. There's not much escape or kiting out of the insane.
Oh, speaking of which, though, Ghost getting a nice play on Assault. Assault's going to drop the ult, and Ghost going to be brought very, very low. Another tick by the Victor ult would get the kill, but he's going to be able to walk away from the Chaos Storm.
As Victor got super accelerated, now is able to poke out Talia. Now has a 30 CS lead mid.
Yeah, they're going to start with this Drake here. Should be able to do it for free. We're not really seeing any contest from Insane Banana Posse. Almost like they're going to forfeit this Drake. Talia can get here faster than Victor with the Weaver's Wall, so I'm surprised they didn't try, but that's 2 Drakes going over. So that's 2 Drakes and Grubs early on. For the side I said, Jellyfish, who so far have had themselves a clean game at 13 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like this Caitlyn could have taken another plate or 2 more with some tempo off these Grubs. Don't see anybody trying to play for the 6 Grubs. Natalie's kind of got back to being standard a little bit.
You know what interests me? I'm looking at Initiate's build here. I mean, unless he's going for the AP version of with the Bomby Cinder, it just feels like maybe starting the Spectre's Cowl would have been better into the Maokai Lilia Victor here.
I think you could be right. Though, Lilia, though, getting the 4th Grub is big. Spawns at least on 1 Voidling.
Yeah, and here comes the Maokai. They're going to land on top of this Nautilus, and they're going to try to jump onto Lilia, and they will, getting themselves another kill.
You got Dippy with an early Mountain Drake. Who's going to kill this Maokai?
And now they're just asserting dominance. Oh, nice flash in. Really better land the hook. Oh, he just missed it, but they do land the Drowsy. Ah. If only he was more patient with that hook.
Yep. Yeah, Mark Cutie is showing his proficiency in roaming supports. Got about 5,000 gold lead right now for sad Jellyfish.
I
4
feel.
grubs, 2 early dragons, Rift Herald now.
I say I don't know really where the win count at the moment is for Insane Banana Posse, but it looks like really just his Ezreal, who's staying relatively even in this lane and does have his Triforce completed.
I think them trying to get some picks. Maokai's kind of been playing like a better version of Nautilus right now and being more pick oriented, rotating the fights. He's definitely got Ward pushed in a lot in this lane. He's been able to create some opportunities. So be curious to see what this Nautilus does
Well,
going into the mid game.
speaking of picks, we might be seeing something juicy here. Oh, they're gonna find him. They're gonna land the CC on Assault. Assault's gonna be able to force the flash away. He will be able to land the CC himself back on the Flame Dog.
I feel like not using the Ezreal and just auto attacking and queuing would have made a lot more difference there.
Yeah, but they are able to get the flash out though, which is pretty big.
As my camera's too busy watching this top lane grass fight.
Oh, it's pretty crazy fight, but the Maokai is kind of just winning so much more than this Nautilus can do at this point.
Yeah.
They both have Hollow Radiance, but I just don't think it matters. It's just more healing.
How many grass stacks each champion has?
Oh, it's a really nice Morgana Q there, but I feel like that's the first one that she's hit all day. And it results in nothing, sadly.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this Morgana pick goes into the mid game.
We do have an Ocean Soul, so that's going to be a big thing to fight over here, as we have about another 35 seconds on it until spawn.
Close.
We do see some vision in their red side jungle as well, so Sad Jellyfish will have an opportunity for a play if Dippy wants to TP in the back lane. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that was a blue ward. Disregard what I said.
Wait, that works like that?
What does?
So, Lilia popped out a Rift Herald across the worked ground. Or not worked ground, the unraveled earth. Like the mines. And she got stunned by it, but took no damage.
Interesting.
I didn't know that's how that worked, actually. I play a little bit of Lilia.
Well, as I was talking about a possible contest, they decided not to. The Rift Herald spawn was very, very smart by the side of Sad Jellyfish, and they will secure themselves soul point at 18 minutes. Continuing the perfect game.
Yeah, this mid-game fight over this 4th dragon is going to make or break the game.
Honestly, it might not even be over this Drake. It might just be over this Baron. Well, as I said that, here comes Ghost. There is no flash on Salt. He does get the TP and he's going to take down Ace. Will he be able to survive? Nice shield! Can the block come out? Can he survive? He's ticking. He's getting so low. Oh, and he will go down. Perfect game ruined.
Yeah, that's a big shutdown for Talia.
That is massive. Can she carry the game? Meanwhile, we are seeing a lot of fighting here. Oh, nice flash. Hits the CC. That's multiple CC. Sean T's not looking like a good spot. He's going to drop barrier, but he will go down. And Flame Dog, now he's got to kite this out. Can he kite it? He's got the traps down. Oh, they're beating up Dippy very slowly, but he's going down. Oh, but he would get the kill.
Oh.
Dippy was about to walk into those traps. If Nautilus didn't hook him away there, I think that would have been a resulting kill on the Dippy. Oh, and a really nice flay. But now Dippy's taking the turret. Doesn't look like they're going to kill. Oh, another hook coming down. And they will take him down. And they say Tank Maokai can't carry. This man is 5-0 on this pick.
This Maokai's massive. It turns out percent health damage from W also hurts.
Perfect game was ruined, but not Dippy's perfect game. He's not giving up a top turret. He's not giving up grubs. He's not giving up Herald. And he hasn't given anybody his shutdown.
Actually, it's percent health damage on his Q. My apologies. Either way. Yeah, now Dippy's at 3.5 items, substantially tankier, especially with a Mountain Drake as well.
The fact that he has the amount of gold he does is just insane. Almost 10,
Yeah.
almost 9K. I apologize. Almost 9K at 20 minutes is just so much for a tank Maokai in the top lane, man. Look, he has the most gold in the game right now.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're not killing this Maokai anytime soon.
Well, Ghost did get that shutdown, as you pointed out. And the Viego was able to get himself a kill as well. So, there are some ways that Insane Banana Posse can certainly turn these fights, even with themselves being down about 7K. And I think the biggest one is just, can this Viego pop off, get the resets in these team fights? And if they can kill this Maokai. I think those are the two questions.
I can tell you right now, they're not killing the Maokai. Like, if Viego's going to have to take over, like, Victor in order to at least be able to do some damage. Talia still hasn't gotten to a pen item yet. I mean, she's still working on her second item.
Yeah,
so
he might want to go Bork here as well to even try to penetrate, which look like that's what he's doing. But yeah, he needs to be able to chip away at this guy's health. He is a very healthy boy.
Yeah, if this Maokai stays grouped up, which Dippy's a pretty smart player.
4K in his gold, by the way. I mean, not gold, in his health.
I mean, he's sitting at 4,000 health as well. Yeah, this Maokai's not dying.
Well, Baron is up, but there are pings now going on to Soul Point. This Ocean Drake should be able to be secured here for the side of Sad Jellyfish. And if they do get it, we talk about Maokai not dying now with his passive healing. He's just going to heal more. So...
And actually, I think this is the better of the two comps to get this Ocean Drake. Because with Victor poke, with Lilia poke, with Caitlyn poke, Maokai saplings, like they're just going to constantly keep rocking this Ocean Soul. It's going to be real hard for them to chop them down. They have no source of grievous wounds right now.
It feels like the best bet is a Viego R over the wall and steal.
I think so.
Assuming the Maokai even allows that to happen.
Yeah. I mean, Morgana has a stopwatch, so there is an avenue of, like, flashing forward. But I just don't think they ever even get that close.
Yeah, and they're just tanking these traps and taking so much damage. They are going to start the fights. If they shoot Maokai, they're going to force Morgana to use her Zonias, but everybody's just going to go down. That's a triple kill for Salt right now. He's looking to get himself the Quadra. Hook will miss on to initiate. But that should be, yes, that will be an unofficial Quadra kill going over to Salt as the only one surviving on the side of Insane Banana Posse is this Ezreal. I think Salt took offense to last game, having his mid laner his opposing mid laner get a penta kill, and he said, "Look, I'm here too. I am the former MVP of the league as well, might I add, or I guess you could say current, however you want to look at it." So if you think again, like I said, you thought this team was going out without a fight, I could tell you that wasn't going to happen. And it looks like CLT, honestly, here we're on our way to Game 3. It feels.
Yeah, this is going to Game 3. Salt having a nice bounce back performance on his Victor, definitely something a lot more impactful than Veigar. Spikes earlier has a lot more tools to play with fight. Dippy on this Maokai. just came out of the middle of nowhere with stuff like Orin and Scion still not banned. He just goes for this Maokai. It's like he knew this Nautilus tech was coming. Played well into it.
And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if he did know. What makes him so versatile is the ability to counter really anything and to play around anything. I don't really know how the matchup works, and it did seem like it was Nautilus' favorite early, but that gank just turned everything so quickly. Morgana's going to walk in, going to get a nice double play onto both the Morgana and the Talia, but Talia's going to drop down her Weaver's Wall. Meanwhile, here comes the Maokai, going to land onto multiple members here, forcing out the cleanse from this Ezreal. Maokai's now going to turn onto this Nautilus. Initiate's in a really good that spot. They're going to chunk down the Victor. Victor's going to get shut down by Flame Dog. Nautilus is going down very, very low. He will be taken down, though, as it'll be a trade kill. Double kill going over to this Caitlyn, as they're going to take down the Morgana. Next on the chopping block is going to be this Ezreal. Shanti's going to get a kill. Oh, and here comes Flame Dog trying to get in there. But a nice sleep going to go down onto the Viego. That's going to be a quadra kill. That's going to be a penta kill in game 2 for Shanti.
Okay. Yeah, it looked really good at first, picking off Victor and Viego turning into him, but they just could not punch through this Ocean Soul. With 0 grievous wounds on the other side, it just it was impossible. Shanti with a penta kill. Okay, we gotta go to game 3 because now we need a 3rd penta kill.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Damn, what a series. How much? Just the response. Going back by sad. Jellyfish here.
Yeah, that was insane. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, where do we go from here? You have that Jellyfish's first loss in the split with a pentakill. Giving up a pentakill. Now they respond back with Shanti getting a pentakill.
And the man was just chilling in the bot lane. He was sitting on at 1-1 and 7, and then just decides, I want to match my mid laner. Let me catch up a little bit.
Yeah. Get a quadra by Salt, and Sean's just like, we're gonna one up that.
Yeah. Now, and with all that, okay, look. With all that being said, Maokai still has more gold in this game.
This Maokai is just massive. You are not killing this thing.
No, you can't chop down a tree that just wants to stand, man. I think I just dropped bars in accident.
That's a 4,800 HP.
Oh, a nice hook from Mark Cutie onto this Morgana, but they aren't going to try to commit to that one. Might be a little risky. Might have been a dead Thrush Prince real quick.
3 items on Victor now. I assume Shanti's got his 3rd item back. This Maokai don't even care about the turret.
No, he doesn't. And you're seeing the every lane being forced right now, but
this Maokai's going Leandry's 4th, by the way.
he can do that. He's got he's got everything he needs. That's going to be 2 inhibitors going down. And now all that's left standing is the top lane as you see the rotation coming up here. This is how you maximize a Baron play. Meanwhile, they are going to find Salt here, though. Salt's before the flash. Ace going to be taken very, very low, and Ace going to go in. Oh, the Lantern is going to get him out of there. Meanwhile, the Nautilus is in that spot. That's going to be a kill going over onto the Morgana instead as the Nautilus actually lives on the backside there. Dippy is turning here, trying to jump onto Flame Dog. Flame Dog's running for his life. Here's the W. This should be a dead Viego.
Run from that tree.
You cannot run from that tree.
Nope.
What looked like a pick out of this Victor turns out to be 2 kills, and now they're just going to focus the Nexus. And that is going to be your game. So barring 3 total deaths on the side of Jellyfish, this was basically a perfect game. No Drakes given over. Not a single objective at all. No turrets, no barons. Man, I don't even know if they gave up anything in their own jungle. They literally took over this game from the start till the end, and that is how you dominate, and that's how you should come out and show that we are here to play today. Let's go ahead and just look at the damage real quick. I'm not surprised that Maokai is number 2 in damage in the game too.
Oh my. Oh my.
Nothing makes sense anymore. Look,
No.
oh, lobby is full. I can't enter. Can someone move?
Go ahead.
Okay. We just need to eliminate Dippy. Hold on. Let me message in the chat real quick.
Dippy Diff.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just memeing. But yeah, no. It is sometimes a Dippy Diff for sure. Like I said, he's definitely a key player on this team. But this team all around is good, and that's what they showed here in this game too, that you can keep them down, but you can't keep them down forever. They're gonna get back up, and both Saw and Shanti just coming out with really key performances here. Haku certainly did his job here as he struggled in game 1 as well, and Marcuti just impactful roams. I mean, everybody just came out to play in this game. You know, it'd be even more classic. You know, we're talking about pentas. What if we got 2 pentas in one game now, both from both teams?
No. I don't know if you'd survive that call, my friend.
What is that? Not sounding like I was surviving the first 2 pentas? I actually thought that my calls on the pentas were pretty good.
They were. We're gonna have to go back and clip them for the channel.
Absolutely. I'm sure they're going to get clipped. I'm sure they're already clipped. Somebody's in there. Oh, 1 grub was lost. Oh, you are correct. I am sorry. I am incorrect about the perfect game. There was a grub lost. I forgot there was a stolen grub. You are correct.
Oh.
One little grub though. That's basically it. All right. That is almost as dominant as you can get in a game, especially for a jungler. A jungler performance like that, as far as objective control, you're gonna live with losing a grub in a game. So
Yeah, I think they'll live with that.
yeah, if I was me, I would be shouting in the all chat jungle diff for sure after a game like that.
Yeah. Hey, you let him steal a grub. How dare you?
So here's the changes here. We are going to get Banana Posse back on blue side again. There actually is no change on that. Very interesting to me. I was going back and looking at the other drafts real quick. I feel like they should go back to what worked, and that was red side, because this has been a red side series so far. As we talked about blue side, now we're swapping here in week 3 to red side already to start it off here, being the dominant side of the map.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what Insane Bananas has hooked up now.
Hey, all my sands, just remember, I can ban you. Who's gonna roll who now? You must be new, my friend. I'm Hairways, so you know who I am. I cast games very often around here. That's the goal. So now you can just call me by my name next. You don't gotta call me commentary guy. You can say get rolled Hairways, and then I'll still comment the same thing I just said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I obviously don't have it up for your knowledge, but yeah, now you know. Now you know.
Yep.
I should get some stuff that actually shows who we are, as like part of the production. That'd be kind of smart. Yeah, I'll work on that.
Yeah, we got some ideas and some stuff we can improve on. So Maokai immediately second ban. Like, nope, not dealing with that.
Yeah, and we're seeing similar bans otherwise from both teams so far.
Let's see what's. I'm curious on the sad jellyfish's side. If they leave this Talia up, it's probably gonna get first picked again. But also curious because now you're in a position of like, do you leave Talia up? Do you leave Shen up from game 1? Like, where does sad jellyfish go with this?
I feel like this time around with counter though, maybe you can leave the Shen up, but they're gonna decide not to.
I think they really like the Victor into Talia, so they're kind of forcing Insane Bananas. Like, okay, if you're going to play Talia, we have an answer for that.
You
Uh,
know, and here's something. He's performed well in this Talia so far as we've
oh yeah,
seen.
without a doubt.
And last game wasn't too rough. I mean, the
Oh,
biggest
Vladimir got left up.
yeah, I did. The biggest thing was the roam. I'm not a fan of first picking your mid here again on the Talia here. I know maybe that's like his best champion, but he's got to have some other stuff in the pool. I almost feel like you wait on the pick a little bit and just kind of see what cards that Jellyfish plays, because you showed your hand so quickly again, and Salt's not afraid to pick into it as we've seen, and he's gonna do it again with a flat pick.
Yep, Vladimir. I still think it's kind of in the same realm as like Vagar a little bit. Like, yeah, you put the enemy team on a timer, but you really don't have tools early to help with like 2v2s. Um, but I don't know. Every time I see Vlad, I'm like, this champion's weak early, right? And then he ends up like rolling a team comp at 10 minutes. It's like, wait a sec.
You want to talk about a pentakill champion? I found you another one. That's all I gotta
Uh,
say.
yeah, it's true. Vlad can pop off just randomly in team fights. It's
Yeah,
insane. I hate that champion.
I,
I'm gonna be honest.
around like level like 11ish, like when he gets second point in R, I feel like that champion just starts to become disgusting, and that's usually around mid game as well. So I'm not going to be surprised if Salt starts popping off around that point on the pick. But I do expect a very quiet early game from him. Like you said, like Vlad doesn't really do too much in the early game. Just kind of a
Yeah,
fun.
but it's so hard to just move Vlad in lane. Like he has decent sustain and he can sit back and just queue off of melee minions and it's like what are you gonna do? Vlad, I mean, in my opinion, he puts a lot of pressure on the opposing jungler. Like if they can time ganks really well and put this Vlad behind, then Vlad kind of feels like that late game carry. But if you just let him scale early, yeah, once he gets that like close to that second point in R, it's really hard to stop the ball rolling for Vlad. But we got Ornn and Ashe, Wukong, Ezreal. Still not seeing, in my opinion, like enough CC to really contain this Vladimir. So I'm kind of curious where they go with the 4 or 5 on that. I don't think Morgana was the pick last game. I'd be surprised if we see that come back up. Leona's fallen off a cliff in priority in these games too. I know first week you kept talking about the 100% pick ban. And now it feels like we don't see Leona at all.
Yeah, she had her time in the sun. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Not surprised by the Thresh ban here though.
Yeah, Thresh was super impactful last game.
And to note this Wukong, I'm curious where it's gonna go. I feel like it can go kind of anywhere, as far as top or jungle, anywhere. Maybe not anywhere then, but it can go in those two places. I guess Salt could be pulling a fast one on us and not be playing Vladimir mid, and it could be Dippy Vlad. I don't know if he plays that shit, but wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Wukong is definitely a flexible pick here.
Hmm. It'd be interesting to see Vlad top. I just don't think. I think that lets Ornn just kind of start scaling up though. Even though Ornn can't really stop Vlad scaling, so
Mark Cutie's picking Alistair. Okay.
that's a little different. Still can be a roaming play style, but definitely more like pick and engage oriented. Still has some peeling. Can belt the Ornn away from his R1.
I mean, I like the pick a lot here. In terms of the tankiness it provides. It can tank an Ash Arrow for free, you know. So it has some good spots. But there's a Janna. If this is locked in, and here's the thing, he played it against us, and I don't think he had it like a great performance, as it's supposed to be a pretty good pick of the Leona. If he is able to perform on the Janna pick here, it can also be a very, very impactful pick into Alistar and really shut him down on the engages. But again, you have to be very proficient with it. So I'm very interested about the Janna pick. Meanwhile, we're gonna get a Shyvana. I think we've only seen it once. I don't know if we saw it last week, but Shyvana's been really strong in the meta for a while now. Farming junglers have been in, so she's been up there as one of them that's been a menace.
Do we see Dippy on the Vayne here? I actually don't think it's a terrible Vayne angle.
No, it's not. If that's what they're going to go
Actually,
for, that will confirm a Wukong jungle.
Cassante.
Cassante. Man, they're really beefy. Now they are a lot of melee, but the thing is, it's a lot of mid-range carries into this team, so there's a very heavy chance that Team Banana Posse just gets completely destroyed in these team fights due to that fact.
This will be interesting. Like, I think Cassante and the Janna specifically, like, it's gonna be hard to stay on top of a carry. Because Cassante's gonna get pushed right out of a fight. But I'm just not seeing enough CC to contain this Vlad. If Vlad has a really stable early game and can spike in that mid game at like 1-2 items, where he can really like snowball a fight, it's gonna be real hard. I'm gonna need Grievous Wounds, I feel like, fairly early in the Sad Jellyfish's comp. I mean, Wukong has innate healing. You got some healing from Alistar. Cassante has some some lifesteal or Omni Vamp on his ult. I believe he might have gotten that removed. But this would be interesting. And on the side of Insane Banana, you have a lot of comfort picks. I know Thresh all day has played a lot of enchanters. You got War Initiate on his Orin that he's been showing off a lot. Ghost Tiger again on Talia's third game in a row on Talia, and fourth overall on the split, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I still feel like Insane Bananas on a timer. I mean, when Orin items come in, maybe they can stand their ground. AP Shyvana, if she can get poke on the right targets, it's going to be hard. Wukong actually has a lot of magic damage he has to gank into on the top side, so he's not going to enjoy that. But this will be interesting. Alistar can obviously roam. There's not going to be too much offensive coming out of Ashe to Janna. So see how he can impact the map. Also, don't see much Amumu priority this series.
So if you guys are wondering, I was informed there is an issue on the side of Sad Jellyfish having an issue banning, so we may have to restart the draft here. We're gonna see what happens here if they're able to pick properly, but they're getting some sort of weird glitch, so we'll see here. Yeah, it looks like there's a major issue, so they did have to dodge.
Well,
Let's see if let's see if we can get game 3 underway. Hopefully there's no issues again.
yeah. League of Legends and client issues.
Are we not surprised?
I'm not. What's your thought on the? I know you played a little bit of a Mumu in this split. What's your thought on a lack of a Mumus now? Do you think it's just too simple?
No, I'm not really bothered by it not being around. I mean, I played it for specific reasons in that series. It's not even something I would gravitate towards normally, to be honest with you. I think it was pretty strong, though, and it did have its place. Not sure if maybe some patches come through and he's been nerfed. I haven't really paid attention to that, to be honest. But sometimes, you know, as you see things ramping up and things going through its progression, like the league is going through it, you see meta shifts, just like you would see it in any other league. And we're just kind of seeing some of that, I think, as well as some of these teams just don't really prefer it, don't want to play it. And I don't believe either of these teams are normally Amumu players on either junglers, so that could be part of it as well. But yeah, I just think it has its place, and sometimes it's just not needed.
Interesting. I feel like he offers so much for like the little it takes to invest into him.
Yeah, but he also is very punishable early. Uh, he suffers hard against a good disengage. So there's a lot that can really make the moon pick pretty much useless. Um, I think in either of these games that we've seen, he would have done okay in some of these comps. But overall, you don't need him. You really don't. There's a reason why he's the bronze silver esque jungler, right?
I mean, he was played in LCS playoffs this weekend.
He was. He was. I heard about that.
The weak fear the shadows.
Yeah,
Fear
as a
controls them.
Cloud9 fan, I was disappointed.
Carefully, my friend.
And the other thing is, what does team need? You also got to remember that every team, every draft, every time is gonna be different. And so, if your team needs more damage, then maybe you don't really want the Amumu. If your team really needs a good tank with some damage, Amumu's a great pick. Obviously, you've got some hybrid builds. It just depends on what you're looking to draft. I think when you're looking at Insane Banana Posse, this draft specifically, rounding out their comp, I think Shyvana fits more here. Ashe is a pretty low DPS carry, and to be honest, Talia is not like a super high DPS carry. I know Talia's been having had a good game here, but I don't think it's just because she does just tons of damage all the time. She's really just about her burst, right, and then her consistent damage coming from her Qs if she can land them all, right? But it's just it's a weird situation. So I think Shyvana pick kind of rounds that out, gives them the more damage they need. Whereas I think Mumu would have lacked it a bit. And then if you look on the side of Jellyfish, kind of thinking about their comp here. I think he did okay, but I don't think you need more AP. I think adding in that Wukong is just a better fight, I think, overall. But he could have worked there. I mean, it could have layered nicely with Vladimir.
Yeah, I think if either team comp would have wanted it, definitely would have been Sad Jellyfishes. I think he synergizes a lot more with Vlad than Ezreal. But yeah, I don't know. I keep going back to Insane Bananas comp, and I'm like, what's dealing with this Vlad? What's locking him down?
Yeah, and you're
Where
thinking like a Mumu would have been that. Yeah, I agree. I think there is maybe a lack there on some of the CC, but you also remember Orin. He's got one of the best CC chains in the game. Initially, can certainly pull it off. I've seen it do it. Um, so I don't think that's an issue. Plus, you got to consider Ash Arrow. Yeah, he can dodge it, but if he's got no W, got no pull, you ain't dodging it unless you got Flash or Happy Feet. And if you don't, boom, hit by Asher, you're dead. So I mean, I don't think it lacks CC. I think the biggest problem is the fact that CC, a lot of it is skill shot dependent.
well, it's very telegraphed, in a sense. I think if they do land one of these targeted CCs, whether it be something as small as like a Janna knockup, they could chain it very well. But it's it's just gonna be very hard for them to punch through like the amount of beef that Sad Jellyfish have right now. Um, I just don't. If you're not going with more CC, maybe like a slightly higher DPS 80 carry,
Yeah.
um, would have been decent. Something like a Jinx, like I wouldn't even say like Caitlyn. Jinx Varus has innate anti-heal. Um, Smolder might not have been enough damage, but he definitely can melt through front lines quite well. Um, so I'm just kind of curious to see what happens with these comps. I think it's on Insane Banana again to really make something happen in this early to mid game. I think if Shyvana gets off the ground though, her poke can be devastating. And that is a first strike Shyvana now that we're loading in the game. We are in game. How far in are you? Here was.
40 seconds.
Okay, can you pause? I'm at 30.
I'm at 42 right now. Let me know when you get there.
Alright. Oh, I'm like 15 seconds behind, yeah. $40, $41, $42. You can go.
Okay, we are live.
Nice.
Nothing risky in this game 3, I guess. We're just gonna 5-point again. I really liked what we were seeing in game 2. I was hoping game 3 would get spicy again.
I think game 3 will.
I'm talking about the level 1s, man. Come on, level 1s, we need some action.
I think there'll be some fighting early. Don't ask me why. I just think there'll be some fighting early.
Yeah, I think Orin's gonna solo kill this Cassante at level 2.
Oh. I think Dippy's gonna get solo killed. Okay, I'm here for this.
I'm memeing. I think anything's gonna happen. Okay.
This is the third game in a row. Crackler has foregone a Doran's item. Definitely doesn't like D-Blade after it's been nerfed.
I'd love to ask him why that is. I mean, I understand it's been nerfed, but like why he specifically is the only person I'm seeing not go it.
I'm gonna be focusing a little bit on this mid lane matchup. I see windows where Talia can push his Vlad around a little bit. I don't know. Salt's Vlad has been getting banned a lot, so.
I can tell you from experience, he's very good at the pick.
Well, I would automatically ban it then, because I hate Vlads. Even if like Anivia is considered one of his best counters, like I don't think there's anything counters that champion.
Every champion has a counter CLT. It's just about how you play it.
I don't know of any champion that like literally moves Vlad in lane, like bullies him around. Vlad just his onus to play safe. It's just dictated by the person operating him. He doesn't give himself windows to get punished, then he can't get punished. Also, every Vlad player is a god at CSing. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Let's see. Is he perfect right now?
He's not perfect, but
It's pretty close.
it's yeah. Very quiet early game. Your level 2 prediction did not come true.
I don't know. I was just messing around. I didn't expect it to happen.
It's alright. Dippy will know.
Oh yeah, early drives will certainly be fine. Anytime I see a Shyvana wants to take Drake level 4 if she can, man. That's her plan.
Yep.
Get the objectives fast, get him early. Here's my cutie flashing in. Nice W into the Q. CC chain looks to be good, and it will be. That should be a kill. No, a nice flash coming out of Ghost. Oh, will Salt be able to get the kill? Salt will go down! Will be a 1-for-1 under the turret.
But Talia got the first blood, which is big.
Wow. It took 3 people to kill Ghost. Is he just a god?
Ash is using this window right here.
She's going at Shanti. Shanti's forced the barrier. I did like the commitment, but In the end, she loses both of her summers for one of Ezreal's.
But Talia gets first blood, and because of Talia passive, comes back and collects about half this wave, so...
That's pretty huge.
Yep. And also, Talia's first blood, she gets a solo kill experience. So she's going to be up about half a level, give or take.
Yeah, it could be really big for these other roams. And look, as we called it, Shyvana onto this Drake. Wasn't level 4. It's level 5, but it's still pretty early, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Oh, that's some nice damage. Wasako, not he will! Oh, maybe it was a mistake to ghost this Talia back-to-back-to-back games. Try to shut him down early. Try to punish him.
This is what I was talking about, where if you can let this, like, Vlad fall behind and lose pressure, he can definitely start getting bullied. Oh, nice W by War. I think he was expecting the Cassante ult to come through, but Cassante was not level 6.
Yeah, all across the board early. Same Banana Posse is looking much better than there in game 2, so...
Yeah.
They didn't let that game 2 loss phase them too much. They focused up and they came ready to play here in game 3.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the Hex Flash. I'm just going to give you a nice little headbutt. I don't know if that's what you want to do there, though, buddy.
That's a big minion wave to try to trade into.
Yeah.
Shyvana's now on Grubs.
Yeah, and she should be able to outpace the Wukong pretty much. No problem, early. I do have to get these things corrected. I just noticed my stuff was wrong when I'm checking my...
Oh, yeah.
Why won't it let me move it? It will not let me... Game?
No, you're just swapping them.
I know, but it won't let me swap them. Okay, there we go there. Alright, now it's starting to work. What the heck was going on? It wasn't letting me swap before. I didn't understand. There we go. We're correct. Meanwhile, nice engaged by Marcuti. Ace is going to go down really low. He'll be flashed by Shanti to get himself a kill. And I got distracted trying to fix that.
That's a big turnaround kill for the bot lane, and Shanti sitting on a E-Blade and Tier getting a solo kill is big.
Yeah, it would have punished the Ashe engage earlier, trying to get it on top of him and force the flash. Now we're seeing Threshold Day trying to hold the wave, but will not be able to do it. He almost will go down to the Ezreal and the minions. Nice shield.
Glad he didn't use the Janna shield to tank that wave.
Seeing Saul being punished, forced to use his ulti here, just to sustain back up a little bit. Oh no,
yep.
Ace is in a bad spot. It's going to be headbutt pulverized here. The E will also land, but there's still a bit of a wave, so Ezreal can't do enough DPS. But they are going to chunk out this Ashe. Now we're seeing Haku in the wings. He does have his 6.
Haku is farming up a storm. I'm sorry, no. Flame Dog. My apologies.
Yeah, that's what Shyvana does. I told you it's the farming meta from the jungle. So Shyvana here, that's pretty much what she's gonna do. It's on this Wukong to kind of find opportunities and ganks early on. Oh, now you see how Salt's pretty low. He's got no ult. Like, this could be a dive here.
I think this is gonna be a dive here. He's got no pull.
I think they're trying to see if Ghost can land some more poke. Oh. The flash gonna go in, and we're gonna see a fight break out here. Salt's gonna be pretty very low, but Tippy's also come down. He's gonna find himself a kill on top of this Leah. Gonna be forced to flash away. His Flame Dog. My goodness. Very nice roam down by the Kasante here. As we see Ash Arrow flying, it's not going to land on anybody. Kind of coming late.
That's a nice roam by Dippy. It's like they sniffed out the turret dive there. Still, none of these kills are going on to Vlad, so he's getting some CDR, much needed CDR. Now Talia's on her Luden's companion. And then that's a full Leanderies by Shyvana as well.
Yeah. Here we do see an engage on the thresh all day, but a nice tornado. Oh no! Crackler's gonna put himself in a bad spot, but here comes Ghost turning on to Marcuti. Marcuti's gonna be brought very low, but Wukong does not have his ult, so he can't really do much here. Marcuti should go down. Oh, and a nice Q coming up from Shanti. I'm going to finish Marcuti. They will be able to finish Marcuti. Now Shanti's in a bad spot, but he's going to be able to arcane shift away. Oh, they're going to be able to knock him back with a shove. Shanti will go down and be forced to barrier, though.
They weren't expecting that to hit.
No, nice pickup kill there for the Ashe. And this Drake is up, so what is the call going to be? It looks like they're going to just back off. Vlad does have a pink in this bush, so if he has flash, he could possibly turn this. There is no flash, so...
Yeah, Vlad does not have some, so I think this is going to be really hard for him to create a fight here.
Oh, he's going to go in, though. Ghost is going to be brought very, very low. That should be a kill going over an assault. No, they're still coming from jail with a flash arm. Huge play. Down goes Wukong. Next one we up is this Vladimir. Oh, my goodness. Meanwhile, is that going to be a solo kill up top side?
The top laners are brawling now.
And Thresh is in a bad spot. He's going to get away. Oh, and a very nice shove. Oh, and Flame Dog is here too. This is not a spot that Flame Dog wants to be in. Marcuti doesn't either. But it looks like he doesn't have the damage to get any kills.
All in all, it ends up being a 1.4k gold lead for Insane Banana.
Yeah, really nice play. And able to secure themselves a Drake. I feel like if they're going to make that call, they got to do it while they're still focused on the Drake. So there's a bit of a split focus there.
Let's see what happens here. This is the first time Salt's been able to play as Vladimir all split, and he's 3 deaths, only 2 assists on a very low income right now.
Yeah, very, very quiet performance from him here in game 3. Not something you want to see on that Vlad pick, like you just said. Like, you want to see a little more out of it. But right now, I mean, really, the gold in this game is really in the Kasante's hands and the Cezreal's hands at the moment.
Yep. We look like Marcuti's looking to make a play here.
He should be able to get off the pulverize. No, he will not be able to do so. As you can see, Salt just barely missing the slow on his E. Oh, Ash Arrow's going to come out, but a nice arcane shift will dodge out the Ash Arrow.
We'll say for Crackler and Thresh, when Marcuti's roaming, they're definitely taking more chances to punish it.
Yeah, they're not letting these roams go unpunished, which is really good. But looks like there's a play going on mid lane. Very nice. Whatever that thing is called, I already forget. Laid down by Ghost. The Ghost is going to go down to Haku, though. But it will be a trade kill. What is it called? I already forgot. What is the E? I wanted to call it the name, and I forgot already. Unraveled Earth?
Oh, are you talking for Talia? Yeah, it's Unraveled Earth. Sorry.
It was really nice Unraveled Earth there. She was able to keep the Vlad out as well as get the Wukong stunned up, but it just wasn't enough as Wukong dropped the double ult and was able to pick up a kill. But it was traded over for the Shyvana.
Yeah. Both teams actually on 3 grubs as well, so no spawnlings coming.
No, and both these mid laners are being punished this game, equally so. I mean, there are 2 kills on this Talia, but he's died 3 times. I don't expect too much out of it. Just some trading.
I think these two have called like a truce the last couple games to see who has the most grasp stacks at the end. That's all.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Dippy kind of won that contest last game with the Maokai. So. Oh.
You're gonna find some nice CC. They're gonna drop the ulti, but a really, really nice W to cancel. Now Ghost is gonna try. Oh my God! Dippy with a massive ult there to cancel Ghost out of his. Is he gonna be able to pick up the kill? He will! Oh my goodness!
Dippy with the outplay there on that. That was well timed. Oh, and we look like we got a turret dive down.
Yeah, we got bot lane to play, but they turn into Haku. They're gonna take him down so quickly. Could be absolutely deleted. Marcuti's next up on that chopping block. Are they gonna turn him into some beef? They will. Shanti's now gonna be flashed on. He will be double slowed, triple slowed. My guy, you're not getting away from that.
Knocked up.
And he is now going down. Wow. The unbelievable Astro there to start out that dive and cancel out the Wukong play. Oh my goodness, this top play though.
Okay, we get a spectator. Can we get away from these tanks?
No, keep me here. I want to see more of that. I just saw like about a minute ago. Oh. Yeah, that's something that's going on right now, though. You gotta understand. I mean, everybody's dead on the bot side.
That's true.
Dead and out resets.
We'll say Flame Dog on the Shyvana has been putting in work. I mean, already 131 CS and just all over the map affecting stuff.
He's very strong, and these carries overall are very strong on the side. I've been saying that.
They're gonna try to make a play for this dragon.
We got double TPs coming in here.
Warren's
gonna have Ornhorn coming up soon. Marcuti's gonna turn in on the Flame Dog. I don't know if that's who they want to focus down, because he's gonna go down without his ulti. And now we're gonna see Wukong engaging. Really, really nice start, but a humongous choo-choo train coming out of this Ornn. Vlad's trying to turn a fight, but Dippy's gonna go down next. Vlad just doesn't have the damage. He's gonna be stunned up. He should be next on the chopping block. He will go down. And that's going to be a 4-for-0.
Boy, Vlad and Wukong put in work, but they just didn't have the damage to really turn that fight. They got really good ults on the back.
Oh, now the Astro is going to land on top of Shanti.
It wasn't even used.
Shanti's going to go down as well. That is a basically an ace there. Late ace. That is unfortunate for the side of Sad Jellyfish. Now they're looking at themselves in the mirror and seeing a big gold lead. Now it's up to 6K.
I don't know. I was kind of curious to pull the trigger on the TPs in that fight in general, knowing that I don't think their team comp was in a great state to fight that. I mean, you're on a low-income Vlad. You could have gotten another like 5 minutes of scaling out of him. Maybe they just felt like they were in the best team fight position to pull the trigger.
Well, they felt like they had to fight there. It was you know, soul point, and they wanted to contest. But yeah, they don't have the damage. I mean, and they're not tanky enough either. There's really no tank on their team at this moment. I mean, I understand Cassante is pretty beefy, but they're really not that tanky. And I forgot about the fact that I mentioned during the team fight, the Alistar didn't have Unbreakable Will, so that was also pretty big.
I know they made a move on Shyvana at first because she didn't have ult, but she got the ult right in the middle of the fight after she got CC'd. And Shyvana passive, giving her some armor and MR, was probably the...
Oh, Salt's going to get poked down here. Salt, you don't win that, buddy. He's going to drop the pull. He's going to drop the R, but he's just going to go down for a nice solo kill for Ghost. That's his 5th death this game, and he's just being absolutely punished now on this lad pick.
Yeah.
I think what I'm seeing from Insane Banana Posse this series, and based on from week 1 to now, and again we didn't see their game week 2, but it feels like they have more confidence here, and maybe it was the lack of their mid laner there in their first week, but they just feel more confident as a team, making plays around the map, making calls, and just being more aggressive as well.
Yeah, I feel like their mid jungle synergy, if you let them play comfort and not pressure them in the early game. They are allowed to kind of do whatever they want. They have a lot of synergy to play around with.
That's good to know. I will have to check on that. I don't know why I'm not in streamer mode. That might be why. I apologize. Hope it's not too much of a distraction for you guys.
I will say War Initiate has done a lot to keep Dippy like contained throughout this whole laning phase. Oh?
And Ghost is putting in so much damage to the Dippy as well, forcing him to flash away. Oh, he's going to make a really nice play back onto Ghost, but he's just going to go down for it right after.
He took him away from the Wukong. Haku's like, I'm here to help.
He did try to turn it. That's all that matters, but just guess it wasn't turnable.
I haven't seen Mark Cutie affect the map like he has been on some of the previous games that we've seen. So I think don't know if it's just the pick itself or if he feels like he can't make mini moves, which is how far ahead Insane Bananas are now.
Well, he tried early game, and they were able to get that kill mid, but it ended up being a trade by an overstep by Salt instead of just taking the flash. So I think that's the biggest difference. Game 2, he got the flash, they accepted that, and then you saw Salt kind of take over the mid lane. Instead, it ends up being a trade kill. It was a first blood, which means more gold for the Talia, and from that point on, it's just been, mid lane dominance in terms of map pressure and lane pressure, and then bot lane has been the focus from there, and so he's not been able to do too much.
Yeah.
Now we see this Drake spawning, so it's gonna be Soul.
Talia on 3 items now is massive. Would have liked to see Vlad potentially get the death cap before this fight, just as like the last 2 Raw, but now they're kind of death brushing. And Ornn items are coming into play now as well. So.
Asher is going to come down. It's not going to hit anybody, but it's going to scare them all for sure.
Yep. I actually think you let them have this dragon.
And it looks like that's what they're going to do. So that is going to be 4 Drakes. That means the Shyvana is extremely scaled. And we just saw her get that Ornn item too. So she is just absolutely massive at this moment. I think a good choice to put it on her first over the other carries.
Agreed.
Oh, and a nice flash engage onto this Ashe, but Ashe is just going to flash away from Mark Cutie. Now, Mark Cutie is going to be in a really, really bad spot. He is going to go down. Sean T is now trying to run away. He's going to be forced to flash away. He should survive. Muko's going to go in, trying to turn on the Flame Dog, but he's going to be chunked really low as well. Almost dead right there. Oh, the blast going over. He's going to drop his ulti, but he's going to go down to Flame Dog. That is no more monkey. Dippy's going to be forced to run through his gates just to survive.
Oh.
Oh, I just missed what happened there. I gotta go back in.
What was a fat Dragon E from Flame Dog onto on the Shanti.
I'll end up getting the kill. I'll have to backtrack if I can. But meanwhile, Vlad is gonna be going in here, gonna drop a massive ult. It just won't result in too much, but getting them to back off.
Backing off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna back up and just see if I can take a moment to see what happened to Shanti on that play. You're gonna mark my spot for me, okay?
Yep.
So I'm just looking back here. Sorry I missed it. Oh wow, yeah, that was a massive amount of damage. All right, where are we at?
We are at 24 minutes and counting. $24.10.
Okay, I should be right back where you're at then.
24.15.
Yeah, I'm right where you're at now.
All right, cool.
Hey, no, man, you're good, bro. I was joking with you too, man. I'm not upset at all. I'm glad to see people active in the chat. I'm glad to see people enjoying the stream. I can obviously tell you're a fan of Insane Banana Posse, and they've been a really fun team to cast here today, and looking forward to more of them, especially after their performances here so far in this series. Obviously, it's not over yet, but we are certainly getting close to that being the case if Sad Jellyfish can't find themselves a play here. Baron is on the table, but he's they're not trying to make it. Oh, we're going to see a Hex Flash over. Humongous Wukong ult. He's going to find multiple people, but he just doesn't have the damage. He's going to go down here to the Ash. Next up is going to be the Cow, who will surely fall. Yes, he will to Flame Dog. Once again, pick up another kill. Shanti will be next up. Double kill for the Shyvana, and a double kill for this Ash. All that's left is Salt. No Penta.
Oh.
No Penta. It was 2 double kills. All left here is this Vlad with no ult. He's trying to defend the game, but oh my god, the damage go down. He's not going to get an opportunity to. Just completely destroyed. And what an anticlimactic ending there, but nonetheless an ending to a great series and very well played game by Insane Banana Posse.
Yep. What a series.
Yeah, what a series. It doesn't end how we wanted with another pentakill, but it was a very controlled game. As you can see there on the gold at the end, it was, about 13k gold lead there for Insane Banana Posse. So 13k at 25 minutes is really hard to come back from. And as you see, today Sad Jellyfish was not able to do so, and they will suffer their first series loss since last split. I want to say around week 2 maybe, or week 3. So it's been a while for them, but I do feel confident they will be back, but they're not the talk of the day. The talk of the day is this new team coming in here and knocking them off here in week 3.
Yeah, the mid jungle duo of Ghost Tiger and Flame Dog, like they in their wins they were able to do exactly what they want to do. Ghost Tiger 3 straight games with Talia. Including, I believe he got the pentakill game 1 on it. Definitely showing proficiency on that champion. And Flame Dog, I mean, you go from Shyvana game 3, you played Shen game 1. Was so insane.
Yeah.
It was a very fun series.
Is it possible that we could maybe get the brothers into the chat maybe? We can pull them down for a little interview, or actually we'll jump up to our own little voice channel here. Let's move up here. Okay. So as I was saying, is it possible maybe would they like to come on? I don't know if they are in the chat here. Maybe you can message them, all my sends, and see if they want to come on. I would love to have them both for a little post game interview. I don't want to jump in their team chat. I don't like to do that too much, especially if I don't know the team very well. So I want to be respectful and them talking over whatever they are at this moment.
I just messaged Ghost. Let me see, and then...
Yeah, we got a few minutes here. Like I said, we're gonna try to get to record Midwest Weekly. We'll be a shorter episode for sure, but we're gonna record that. We do have some small surprises for you guys, but we do want to get that recorded so we can get that out for you guys tomorrow, discussing week 2. I know we started week 3, but it's so hard to get that done right away, seeing that games are being played all during the week, and the last game being played on Sunday. That means we have a small window if a game's going to be played on Tuesday. So it's just Monday, and it's only so much planning we can do here. One day maybe we'll get to where we can get you guys all to play around the same time, and that'll solve that issue. Awesome. So I'm glad that you guys were able to hop down. So just to clarify, I can obviously see this is Ghost. Is this also the your brother, the jungler here, Flame Dog?
Yes, sir. That is I.
Awesome. So my first question, just to start it off here, is I was told you guys are brothers. What's the age difference between you guys? I'm just kind of curious.
We got 3 years.
3 years. Okay. Cool. And you guys been playing the game together a long time?
Yes.
Yeah. We have one older brother that indoctrinated us into it very young, so we've been playing for a good like I don't know, 8 years. So or 8, 9
Yeah,
years. I
something
think is
close
how
to
long I've
that.
been playing. Oh, actually, I might be at 10.
Okay.
We're
So,
at season 14, so
yeah. So you guys are old guys
Yeah,
in the
it's about
game
9.
now, regardless of what you're saying, though. You might be young,
Yeah.
but you're
Yes.
old in the game. But that's cool. That's awesome. Been playing a long time. I would love to be able to do something like that with my bro. So it's certainly a really awesome experience, especially being on a team together. So let's jump into the game here first, and I'll let CLT kind of take that off and see if he's got any questions. And we'll start with game one, then the first game you guys won.
yeah, Ben Jungle.
The
Where
Shundu.
yeah, what's the theory behind this? Is this just something you like playing, or just something you kind of discovered and kept on the DL? What's the tech behind this?
There's a lot that goes into it. The main part is it is very crippling versus a lot of the junglers that have been coming up, such as like Viego or Belveth, just because anything that his W can block. So I saw the Volley Bear and like the Jin fourth shot and just kind of sent the Shen.
And what
Interesting.
the clear speed isn't that bad either because of the Q
Yes,
max health
so
damage.
the main reason why Shen Jungle is so good is because it is a power farming jungler. It is very akin to if you combined Karthus and
Ivern.
Ivern. Yeah. So my build consists of complete support items, and I power farm the entire game. However, if any fights break out, then Shen just ults them. So it's a way for the like Shen as a jungler to get very far ahead on a very low budget and still be in every fight.
I did notice that. Like I was like what was it? The Bomby Cinder first in the
Yeah.
support items was definitely interesting, but I was surprised how much tempo you could maintain. I know there was one Baron fight where I think you guys lost the fight, then spawned up, and then they lost the fight, and it was like a bunch of back and forth. But they started Baron because you just spawned on Shen, and then it was like poof, you ulted to the fight. It's like wait, they probably felt like they had another 10, 15 seconds of tempo, and then you were just straight there. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a shocker to me. I've heard of the tech, but I've not seen it pulled off to that much like success. So that was interesting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, talking about that Baron fight, I guess we gotta get the red herring out of the room here and talk about that Talia pentakill there, man. How'd that feel, and what was kind of going through your guys' head as that play was, unraveling or not unraveling? What's the word I'm looking for? Coming together. It's not the word, but as that play was coming together.
It was terrific. We had a great positioning to start the fight, and I saw right when the triple man Shen taunt hit, like I knew the game was won. Right immediately. So yeah, it was a very nice fight.
Yeah, you guys had insane coordination between Shen taunts and then Talia WEs. That first game, that was insane. What is it about the Talia pick that like is it just comfort? Do you feel like you can play it into anything?
I'm the
I know
number
you
one
played it.
Tilia NA. Maybe I've been playing. I've been one tricking. I one tricked her for like 2 seasons when I first hit Masters, and I've kind of just been coasting on it since I haven't had the time to really push for like higher rankings because you have to put a lot of hours in. But these next few months, I'm planning on climbing a lot with it. Because yeah, I'm very confident with a lot of the matchups. Played for a long time. Vlad's like my favorite matchup actually, so I kind of metagamed into seeing that they weren't banning Talia the second game, so we banned the other picks, put him onto Vlad, and then I just kind of walked over him.
Yeah, I felt like Vlad, if you just leave him alone in a vacuum, like he can mitigate a lot of matchups. But then when you guys when they botched that first 3-man gank and you got first blood, it was like okay, Talia's is in position to like really run this lane over.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good segue actually to kind of talk about game two specifically. You end up in the matchup against the Victor there, and you have that Thresh coming over there with that really nice roam early, gets your flash. What was your kind of mindset after that? Because it seemed like you lost a lot of pressure throughout the lane, and then the game kind of just slowly started to fall apart, and then eventually it blew up. So what kind of happened there?
I think I kind of played myself because coming off of the first game, I assumed they would ban the Talia, and then when they didn't, I assumed they were looking to camp me. So once the Thresh Roam got off and blew my flash, I was super scared. And on Talia, like, a lot of your power comes through shoving and roaming and being active on the map, but I was too scared to leave, so I just kind of sat. The side lanes kind of bled out with their individual matchups, and everything kind of fell apart, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I noted. It felt like when Marquita is able to get those impactful roams off and it really change the trajectory of different lanes other than his own, it really exploits the game a bit. And so when you go to that flip side, we were talking about the game 3 and how they botched that dive. The biggest thing there was not necessarily that you both died, is the fact that you got more gold, right? You got the first blood, you got the extra XP, and you were able to get back to lane quick, right? So you seemed like you felt still very confident regardless of what happened in the play. And was that more because you were able to acquire that gold, or was it because you just didn't care about the Alistair roams at that point?
I think we were having pretty good vision, and they were pushed in a bot like a lot of that game, so I was very confident walking up and bullying the Vlad and looking for roams. So I think it had to do with, like, I don't know, Ezreal has no wave clear, so that second game they were shoved in the entire game, but once we swapped it up, they had a lot more prio, and I was more confident taking those plays.
Makes sense. I want to ask you another question, Flame Dog, about jungle here. You picked up the Shyvana here in game 3, something that I don't ever like to play. It's very boring for me. But do you still feel like she's very prevalent in this meta? Because I do personally. I've been banning her a lot still. But do you feel like she's still very strong at her current state?
To be honest, I don't. I kind of picked it because I thought I didn't have, like, any better picks. It was more of a, like, I have to thing. As well as we really need to focus the dragons. So I didn't think I had a better pick for that, so I just went Shyvana. However, I do think the nerfs are kind of a big deal, and I actually did do all the math of it. And at 3 items since the nerf, Shyvana is dealing 100 damage less per E, which isn't that big of a deal. But once you hit your 4th item, like assuming you go Death Cap 4th, you are losing more than 200 damage per E, which really starts to hurt, which means Shyvana is much more of a, like, her curve of how strong she is got depleted less and is much better at 3rd item and really needs to not lose a single dragon. Otherwise, around 27 to 30 minutes, if you're fighting for soul at that point, Shyvana is going to be very weak, at least from what she was.
Okay, that's a really good breakdown of the pick. I mean, I haven't really played since the nerfs against it, so I guess I'll have to check it out and leave her up and see what she feels like. For me personally, I know we played against each other week 1. You pulled out that Darius on me. I was not expecting that. Do you know? I don't want to go back in time, but I do want to ask: is that something you really love to play? Because it seems like it with your games on it. So.
Oh, absolutely. I think Darius Jungle might be, like, the most overrated pick in the entire game.
Underrated?
Yeah, underrated. Did I say overrated?
Yeah, you did. I was like, overrated? Well, I didn't know that was overrated. Who likes Darius Jungle? Yeah, I know. I mean, I know he heals off camps, and I've played it before, so I know his clear is not too bad. But I was not expecting you to pick it because I thought when I remember looking at your OP.GG, I totally thought that Darius was a top Darius. I thought you, like, off-roll top or, second roll top or whatever. And then you pulled it out. I'm like, I missed that. Shit.
I mean, I am a top main. Like, I have much more games on top, and I think even support than I do jungle. So a lot of the reason why my pool is so weird is my top lane champions being played jungle.
Okay.
So we should see a Garen jungle in the future.
Well...
Maybe so.
You never know.
I'm cool with it. Real quickly, last thing I'm going to ask, and I'll let CLT have any more questions you might have. To discuss about your teammate, specifically or Initiate here. He pulled out the Nautilus here in game 2, and we didn't see as much success on the pick, but I was seeing a lot about All My Sam talking about he's very proficient on the pick and plays it a lot. So what was his idea there in that game? Was there, like, a plan? Like, like you guys had to for the pick, because it was picked last, right? It was picked B5.
Mm-hmm.
It was, yeah, it was. So we last picked Nautilus on the blue side before we picked before the enemy picked their top laner. And the big idea behind it was that it was a consistent way to try and get a pick and a possession for the Viego, especially with the Morgana on top of it. So it was mainly just to make sure that we could try and get a pick.
So you're more so like designing comps and supports around the Nautilus. It's not something that's like super blind pickable.
It's blind pickable, but it's blind pickable in the same way Ashe is, where it is a blind pickable champion, but it is inherently its strength comes from utility. You need to be able to use that utility to actually get the strength out of it.
Interesting. Yeah, I felt like the Morgana pick was good in theory. Just felt like you guys got really behind in that game too, so it was hard to really like utilize it.
Yeah.
So, no, this was an absolute fun series to watch. I mean, 2 pentakills, a lot of good mid lane play that I focus on. It's good.
So any other questions then, CLT? Game 3, game 2-ish?
Uh,
Or is that pretty much it for you?
I mean, no, I think they answered a lot of it. I was kind of curious on the Nautilus pick myself. But he's definitely proficient at Talia, and I like the metagame and the Vlad. Vlad had a lot of good like opportunities in that game for team fights, but he was so far behind.
Yep.
You guys capitalized on it really well.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's all you guys have as far as questions, or I should say UCLT, because I don't have any more, then I guess you guys are good, and I appreciate you guys coming on and doing this little interview with us. We'll continue to try to do these casts, and hopefully your guys' next week game will be just as good for you guys. So congratulations today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you both have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
All right, so I guess that'll be it then, guys. I was kind of thinking to myself, if I got anything else to say, and I don't. So me and CLT are gonna go chill for a few minutes here, and then we're gonna get that Midwest Weekly Show recap done for you guys, and then we'll just get this week 3 underway a little more after this. So thank you for everyone coming out today. Thank you, CLT, for co-casting with me as always, and we will see you guys hopefully on the Rift here soon. CLT, anything else?
Nah, y'all have a good one.
All right, guys, GG, and have a wonderful night.